Yo, in this video, I'm telling you the truth about UA sneakers. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kicks on Kicks. My name is Kicks, and we talk kicks on this channel. Get it? Got it. So, in this video, we're talking about UA sneakers, right? In my hand, I have a pair of Travis Scott Reverse Mocha Air Jordan 1 lows, right? And this shoe is significant. The shoe is significant because it's my first pair of quote unquote UA sneakers. And, look, I wouldn't call myself a newbie in this whole replica sneaker game. In fact, my name, BJ Kicks, comes from a sneaker business I had in high school selling replica sneakers back in like 05, 06, and so on, right? So I'm not new to this. I'm not necessarily true to this either, right? So I can tell you how I got into to replica sneakers. The short version is I spent all my time scouring the internet for pictures of sneakers because I was in middle school and I was like, broke and have a job, right? But when I got to high school, I got my first job and I was like, I can finally get like Jordan and stuff. Now, these were the days of like SpongeBob Dub Zeros and Clear Jordans and all that stuff, right? But I would go online and you'd find these websites with these Chinese sellers who were basically wholesaling Jordans. And so little old me thought they were real Jordans. And so I was really excited when I could get a pair of Jordans for $50. Only catch is you had to buy 6 pair at least to get that $50 rate. And so what'd I do? I ordered a pair for myself and got 5 of my friends to donate some money to get their own pairs. I charged them $80. And so then the profits covered my pair. And that was how business worked. But anyway, the website was BJ Kicks and the name stuck. Now, I stopped selling replica sneakers when I found out via an FBI raid on the local flea market that these were actually counterfeit shoes. And people were getting like real consequences for selling these counterfeit shoes. Now, looking back, was anyone going to raid my little operation? Probably not. But that was how I found out that replica sneakers were a thing. And they were not, in fact. We'll get to it. So fast forward, we're like 10, 15 years later. It's 2022. And one of my homies told me just straight up, I was like, yo, where you get your sneakers from? Because he's always fresh. And he's like, yeah, I wear UA. And I was like, what the heck is UA? And so I go online, I look up UA sneakers and I start watching these different YouTubers. And basically, here's the story of UA, right? UA stands for Unauthorized Authentic. And the claim is that UA sneakers are made in the same factory with the same materials by the same workers. They're just not officially sanctioned by whatever the company, Dolce, Nike, Adidas, whoever, right? And that's a fun story and it's cute and it sounds good, right? When someone's like, oh, your shoes are fake. And it's like, well, actually, no, it's real. It came off the same assembly line. It's the same leather and it's the same this and it's the same that and the quality is the same. It sounds good if you care to defend yourself, right? For someone like me who's a grown man, 1, I see straight through it. And 2, I don't care if somebody says my sneakers are fake because these are fake. And that's totally fine. Now, we can talk about whether or not you should wear replicas and if there's some sort of weird thing with that, but we'll do that in a different video. But for now, I just want to talk about this whole concept of UA and really the fact that it's just not real. And here's why UA sneakers are not a thing. Now, I told you guys a little story about how I got into replicas because it's important. Because back when I was buying replica sneakers online and then reselling them to friends, the term that was going around was factory variant. And the factory variant sneakers were supposedly shoes made in the same factories by the same workers with the same materials and often different materials, which would explain the fact that some Jordans had SpongeBob on them mysteriously, and some of them had Louis Vuitton print on them mysteriously, because it was just the picture that was painted was these Nike factories just have a plethora of materials just sitting around. And so when the workers are done making the retail pair, let's say Nike ordered 20,000, well, they still got the machines up. They might run an extra 10,000, and just put whatever fun flavor they wanted to put on them every day. And that's what they sold online. So it's really authentic. It's the same people. It's the same craftsmanship. It's just not Nike. Fam, come on, son. Right. So let me tell you why UA sneakers just is not a thing, right? So factory variant, UA, it's all the same term. And it's really just something that these people made up, right? To sell you on the fact that it's okay to buy and wear replica sneakers. Now, on this channel, we review replica sneakers. So do I have something against reps? No. I got a pair in my hand, and chances are I'm going to have several more because reselling is out of control. You can't hit on the sneakers app. If you love sneakers, you're either going to spend exorbitant amounts of money or you're just going to miss out, right? If you're someone like DJ Clark Kent, who is like, hey, I'm never paying retail or over the box price for a sneaker. But then you're also not someone like Clark Kent who can just call Nike and get 50 pairs of whatever sneaker they want. Well, you're probably like me and you're missing out. And it's like, all right, well, what can I do? I want to look fly. I want to have the sneakers that I like. All right, replica might be a good option. Replica is a fine option, but I want you to know what you're getting into. If you're buying replica sneakers because you think that they're basically the same thing, that they're real, that they're made in the same factory, that they're made by Nike after hours, nah, man, that's not a thing, right? And here's a few things that we can talk about as proof, right? If you ever get a replica pair of sneakers, the box is always different. The box is usually smaller, or maybe the colors are off from the retail version. The sticker placement is usually off. Now they're getting better. They are getting better, but it's not one-to-one, right? The paper that you get inside the box, a lot of time it's of lesser quality when you're buying a replica, a UA, a factory variant, a Fugazi, right? The laces, a lot of times when these shoes have extra laces in a bag, a lot of times you're not getting the same laces. You're not getting the right stuff. Now, if these shoes were coming from the same assembly line by the same workers, you don't think they pay attention to those details? Why would those things be different, right? You also get weird things like stitching differences. Now, this pair, I must say, from Posh Kicks, is pretty good. Like, there are not very many noticeable differences, except, so the one difference is my right shoe, the tag, the center toe or toe tag, whatever you call this, the tongue tag, that Cactus Jack branding, it's off. It's not placed right. With the same factory, with the same materials and the same workers, would they get that detail wrong? Now, there are theories out there that these factories are just doing things wrong so they don't crash the whole market, which is dumb. I think that's just something people say to justify, to make themselves feel good about wearing replica sneakers. Look, if you're going to wear reps, wear them proudly. Look, somebody asks you, yo, where'd you get those? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got them from over the water. I got them from Chinaman. I got them from Emily. I got them from Jackie. I got them from Jessica, right? These sellers usually have like one name and they're always popular. But anyway, do that. Be fine with it. Be okay with it. Now, I mean, if you're in high school or something, chances are there's kids are going to tease you or whatever. But real talk, they don't have to know, right? Chances are nobody will know when you put these on your feet. These aren't like the 2005 fake Jordans. The 2005 fake Jordans, you couldn't walk around the mall without somebody clowning you. Look, 2022 Jordan 3s are pretty easy to tell they're fakes. But with a lot of these, especially the Jordan 1, look, man, you're going to have a hard time for somebody calling you out unless you just buy super, super cheap reps, which we can talk about that at another time. But Look, I just want to tell you guys the truth about UA sneakers. I don't want y'all getting got by the latest internet schemes, but you sound crazy to me. People sound crazy to me with all the reasons that they use to justify UA sneakers. No, there's not someone like just on the inside of Nike like, all right, cool. Now we made all the retail. Now let's make the reps. Fam, look, China is the manufacturing center of the world. Nike has gone through several factories, and most companies have gone through several factories to manufacture shoes over the years. So yes, these workers know how to make these shoes. Yes, they may have worked on the retail shoes, but now, no, these factories, they are pumping out counterfeit goods quicker than you can say counterfeit goods. And we don't have to call it anything other than what it is. They are counterfeit, replica, fake sneakers. And it's okay to be cool with that. So that's it on my rant about UA sneakers. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more replica reviews because they are coming soon. I'll see you in another one soon. Wear your kicks proudly, but don't lie about them. Peace.